The final word.
Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
The final word.
They timed that just right. Come on with it.
Man.
Hey.
Oh, man, there's so much going on, man. So y'all was leading it off with Dak money.
Money.
So Rome. We got Rome in the house again. Let's get it. What's up, man?
Let's get it.
You already know.
The final word.
I had to give you a horn, man.
I'm stepping it up a little bit.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
I appreciate
Give you another one.
I appreciate you, man.
I got one for him too, bro.
Word.
Yeah.
The final
I
word.
talk to him, man. Everybody else talking, bro.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Oh my goodness. You know what I'm gonna check when we have Rome in the house? We're gonna have to come up with it like his little breakaway.
Oh yeah. I mean, I need to stop
The
putting
final
special
word.
guests. It's getting kind of offensive now.
Yeah.
The final word.
The final word.
I need to stop that. It's just, we already know what it is.
The final word.
The final word.
The final word. I know y'all want to talk about that, and we gonna definitely do that. We can start it off with that. We can start it off with Jerry. We gotta talk about these boys talking. Woo! We got to.
Yeah.
Ooh, and I can't wait to hear from y'all boys, because I sense danger in it.
Yeah.
I do. I sense major danger. And I'm gonna tell everybody today, I'm gonna need my time. I'm gonna need my time. I ain't gonna be long though.
Start it off.
I don't know if I want to start the show off with it like
Nah,
that.
you gotta set. Sometimes you gotta set the tone.
I said it.
Yeah.
The final word.
Say no more. I got you. I got you, man.
He said, say less.
Yep.
Let me talk to you.
I will. I promise I will. It's on my mind.
The
hard.
final word.
It's on
That's
my
why
mind.
I know.
want you
I
to
got
get your
something for
points
Rome.
off so we can build.
The final
What is
word.
that?
Hey, Rome. I'm gonna sample some George Clinton, man. So when you come in and make a good point, we're gonna play like a little snippet of that or something, man.
Hey, you can,
What do you think about that, bro?
I'm gonna say that George Clinton.
I don't know how intense George is on the copyright, but check it out first.
The final
Oh yeah. You know me. I'm a smooth operator.
You gotta check it out.
The final word.
Yeah, Lago find a
The
way.
final word.
Oh,
The
you
final
already
word.
know.
Find a way. Cowboys need to find a way.
Yeah, they do.
Well, we need help in the front office. I heard we got some help, baby.
Who the help? Zimmer. You feeling that, Zimmer?
They know who the
I'm feeling
help is
Zimmer
on
too.
the way.
Yeah.
People in the chat know who the help is.
I feel like we might be on two different sides of the coin with this topic. We gotta see.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta go to the Twitter. I gotta get that thumbnail. Ad-lib just a little bit more for me. Let's get it.
Oh, we go buy you some time. How much you need?
Oh man, I don't need much, you know.
Man, it's law.
The
You probably
final
done already.
word.
I know when he said he didn't have to tell me to ad lib, bro.
Yeah,
We already had you.
He.
Law
Gotcha.
already done.
All right, so we gonna get you through this intro.
Let's go.
Intro enough?
Final word.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Let's go. Yeah,
I just wanna run it up.
I do.
Can we check or something? I've been really in the field, let up, yeah.
Boy.
I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Yeah. Count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives. Need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play. Charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Let's go.
That's all we want to do is run it up, man.
That's all we want to do. All right. So, Rome, you say we might be on different sides. Let's go ahead and get that out the way.
Nah, I gotta hear your point. We gotta see where you at.
You talking about on Zimmer?
Not with these players talking. I feel like you got something on your mind.
Oh man.
Yeah, what's on the cranium, man? What's on the
Greatly,
cranium?
bro. I got something greatly. We gonna have to walk through it. It's not gonna be fast. All right, let's go
It's
ahead
all
and start
good.
it off.
That's why we all here.
All right, let's go. Let's get it. I'm gonna just go ahead and play it then.
Play ball.
Were there, but there were a couple of really interesting clips here in regards to DeMarcus Lawrence. Obviously, everybody heard DeMarcus Lawrence talking about
He was burned out, man.
we was burned out. That's what he said. And when he said we were burned out, he said that, look, we're the Dallas Cowboys. We're everybody's Super Bowl. We're taking their best shot every single week, and that wears on you. It puts us in a unique position, and it wears you out, wears you down. So Stephen A. Smith asked Micah, what do you think about what DeMarcus Lawrence had to say?
That's not a good enough reason or excuse to say that publicly. If you said it to someone else, you know what I'm saying, one-on-one, you know what I'm saying, cameras off, sure, be my guest. But when I feel like once that regular season ends and they get in a playoff, you're supposed to get rejuvenated. Like, this is a whole new me, whole new you. Like, we need to get ready. And that's part of that culture stuff where I was talking about, where I want to dive into the players that we got to change. Like, you should never go into a game like I'm tired, like I'm ready to go home, because that's exactly going to happen, and it did happen. I'm coming to the game every week like, man, I got 4 more weeks left. I don't know what y'all got, but I got 4 more weeks left. Like, that's part of the culture and identity that I just feel like we're missing. Like, that's just something like I don't agree with at all. Like, regular season, all right, yeah, I'm tired, like I'm wore out. But as soon as playoffs hit, knowing how limited and how hard it is to win in playoff game, I would never say I'm tired or I feel fatigued, because that's my job to not feel that way.
So my question, is it possible to...
Those are like all direct shots fired right at Tank Lawrence.
That's exactly what I wanted to know. Can you listen to what Micah Parsons said there and divorce DeMarcus Lawrence from Micah's criticisms? Like what Micah just said there, is it possible to say that's not any sort of a criticism at DeMarcus Lawrence, he's just talking generally? Or do you have to say, no, that is essentially a critique of his teammate DeMarcus Lawrence?
I mean, I don't know if I don't know if it may necessarily a critique. It's a simple, I disagree with what you said.
Yeah.
And even though Micah may have felt fatigued.
I don't know that it's just
because the Micah criticism is that he fades at the end of these years.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's as simple as saying that it's just a criticism or whatever else, because he says very specifically they're like, this is part of the culture that we have to get rid of.
Yeah, he made this a bigger issue.
Yes,
like the tank is like a problem with the culture.
Yeah,
Tank Lawrence, who we all view as like the opposite.
Yep.
Like, if there was more Tank Lawrences and talk and toughness, or maybe you think it's too much talking. Talk Lawrence, I've called him in the past, or the hot noise. But, man, this felt like direct shots fired. You want to give your theory as to why, or was that off air? You don't have to.
Off air for now.
Okay.
Might be for on air here in 2 weeks or so.
Okay.
But but it's interesting when he says that there.
Well, let me say something about Micah Parsons real quick. In my opinion, Micah Parsons, I don't know this at all. You can speak to it, other people in the locker room. Micah Parsons is becoming an expert at saying all the right things publicly, and I don't believe that he practices all of them privately. I think he knows to say these things to Stephen A. Smith. He knows to say these big-time leadership statements.
I'm going to stop right there. Yeah. Yeah. So, this is what's bothering me. I've already went through the film.
Yeah.
So because I know and I've actually done the work, I'm just so shocked at the lack of awareness in Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Like I'm really shocked that the guy that actually had the best effort on the whole defense is being talked to as if he is the guy that is the weakest link. And it's a focus to me, and it makes me want to have everybody apologize to Jesse Holly. Because Micah, all of y'all watched the film. Every one of y'all watched the film. Y'all know, and this is what I'm going to say, and I mean this. Tank was clearly just talking. Let me say that first. He was clearly just talking.
I said that.
Why? Because he included himself in the tired when it didn't apply.
Yeah.
So what that's saying is he really just did a bad job at falling on the sword.
Terrible job.
It was just a horrible job of falling on the sword. And Micah Parsons publicly sounded off on his teammate.
Yeah.
I'm bothered by it. I'm very bothered by it. And I'm bothered because it's opposite of what you said you are. It's opposite. Like he literally said, I don't know but about y'all. Like he was the one that was holding up the standard in Green Bay and he was not. I went through the film publicly, so I can't pretend like I didn't. And in the film, it showed that the person who phased out on the second half on his effort was Micah. And he challenged everyone to go look at it. He said, I challenge anyone. And we did. And when we saw it, it is not what you're saying. I'm going to take a pause. But I got plenty more. I'm going to pause right there.
No doubt, man. I'm just going to say this right here. I've talked about this earlier today. And I said, if you think that D-Law didn't play or didn't show up, don't type 90 in the chat. But if you think he showed up, put 90 in the chat, and it was nothing but 9 zeros. Now, the only impediment with big D-Law is this right here. He don't give you the sacks.
Yeah.
He don't give you that, but he give you everything as far as edge control.
Yes.
He give you everything as relates to effort.
Yep.
Fighting, playing through the ball. Even if he's all the way downfield, he'll come all the way across the field, right? And it's not his fault that the linebacker to the adjacent side of him don't come down and feel and hit and do their jobs and responsibility, right? But if they were smart and wise, man, they will feed off of D-Law opposed to trying to not do anything with D-Law. It's crazy. So I would say this, man. Micah Parsons, poor choice of words in that particular setting with Stephen A. Smith. And also D-Law, poor choice of words, by the way.
Yeah.
Even when he's across from Stephen A. Smith.
It was poor choice.
And what's the other guy? Whoever the other guy was, I think it was Shannon Sharp. But I would say this too. two things can't be true. That's just how
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah, man. This is what I got to say to it. And I know you say you're just taking a pause and you're going to expound on your point.
Yeah.
Right.
The way I look at it is this, man. It's the timing. The timing of it is bad. When you are, the best way to put this, I think a lot of people underestimate what wisdom is, and although Micah has immense talent and he's beginning to get media savvy and everything like that, he lacks wisdom because he just ain't lived it yet. And people underestimate that. And he could probably take a page out of his quarterback's book when knowing when to speak and knowing when not to speak. And people always get on Dak about, man, when he don't say enough. And they don't realize that Dak got a master's, I think, in business leadership. If I'm not
Organizational leadership.
Organizational leadership. And that's not by happenstance.
Right.
He knows what he's doing. He's very concise. When he speaks, he knows when to speak. He knows what to say, when to say it. And as much as people want to, Dak corny, Dak this, Dak that. What they don't understand is there's a reason why Dak responds a lot of the times. Sometimes I think Dak is over analytical, and a lot of people don't understand that. So when they're wondering where's Dak blowing up on the sidelines, I think sometimes it's Dak saying, "Is this the right time to do that? Maybe this ain't the right time to do that." And I think that sometimes Dak overthinks things, and he should just let his passion fly out, because that's sometimes I think when we get some of his best ball. That's another story for another day. I think that Micah can take a page out of his book, in that there are certain times when you just need to say something as simple as, "Hey, listen, I understand that we failed greatly on a big stage, but some of these conversations I would prefer to have in-house with my brothers and not put this out to the national media." Now, it's always easy to, play armchair quarterback and say, "Well, I would have said it this way," because you don't got to deal with the blowback of saying it the incorrect way the first time. But now that he's had these mistakes, and now that D-Law might have had these mistakes this offseason, it's a big learning tool heading into the new season, because the media coverage on the Cowboys ain't letting up. It's February, and we still get new stories every day. So learn from your mistakes. They need to go ahead and find their way to hash it out or whatever. And I know we're going to expound on it further, but I just feel like Micah was trying to clean up a mess that was a fictional mess, because the mess that D-Law made was a fake mess. He just wanted to get out away from the question. It was just a poorly worded answer.
Right.
Yeah, man. We was tired. We wasn't even trying, something like, and they're going to harp on whatever. They wanted him to throw Dak under the bus, but he didn't. They've been trying to get Micah to throw Dak under the bus. That's what they all want.
Yeah. They going for Dak. They going for King.
Every time. And the answers, unfortunately, D-Law's answer, deflecting, trying to stay away from that. People want to run with the tired thing. Now Micah's answer is like, "Oh, well, you throwing your teammate under the bus." I don't think that was necessarily Micah's intention. I think Micah thinks that they want to hear buzzwords. Like Jerry knew to say, "We all in." That's a good buzz phrase to get everybody hyped. Micah know if he say, "I want to change the culture," and if I give some game specific stuff, they'll take me seriously. So he starts to bring up Bland, and he starts to bring up D-Law, not knowing that no matter what you do, you're dealing with people that got impure intentions.
Right.
So it don't matter how you say it. You take all the onus on yourself, they're going to probably say Micah hiding something. It really ain't nothing you can do.
Right.
So once you start realizing that, I hate to say it, these people ain't your friend.
Yeah. It's an old saying out there. It's better to remain silent and thought to be a fool than to speak and remove all doubts. And I guess
say that again, Law.
Yeah. And we don't have a lot of people that's on this team that can speak glowingly in front of the media. Yeah, when it's one of those combat
it's a talent.
Yeah, it's a talent that you got to have. And Parsons, he's working on that. And Parsons, he had some good nuggets. He had some good nuggets in there, and he had some bad nuggets in there. But, that's what you're going to get with the media and being out there. Look, you're not going to pull favors with the media because the Cowboys are a cash cow. You know, the Super Bowl been won and celebrated, but they still talking about the Dallas Cowboys. The Super Bowl done had a massive shooting out there. RIP to the people that passed away or what have you, or who got injured. Yeah, but they're not talking about that. If it had happened in Dallas, they'll be talking about it, running it around the circles in news, you know, over and over and repeat it. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't or they should talk about it, but the Cowboys news trumps all of that, right? The coaching decision of who we going to get, whether Zim is going to be here and what type of capacity of his staff is going to be talked about. But people are not going to dive deep into the Kansas City Chiefs. They're not going to dive deep into the 49ers. It's been, 1 or 2 days? The 49ers doom and gloom now. They're crying. They want to get rid of this. They want to get rid of that. But now they done moved on to that. Now they talk about the Cowboys.
I ain't even see a national story on Wilkes. They just act like they ain't happened.
No beef. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. These players speaking out, saying that they didn't like his style and critiques and stuff, it gets swept under the rug. They pulling up stuff that happened in 95 and 96 over here because that's just how it is. I promise you, an Eagle fan, I guarantee you, if I had $1 million, I guarantee you an Eagle fan watching right now. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. You know, people like to tune in to the Cowboys and they like to stir up stuff and then they try to see what can stick over here. And that's just how it is. And then some Cowboy fans, we fall right into the trap with it.
Yeah. Law over there dropping knowledge, man. Only thing I wanted to rebound before Boss jump back in is, you know, I know everybody love to call me super optimistic, and I've been getting into it on Twitter with everybody about that. My optimism is starting to, I guess, rub people the wrong way. But I would like to think that the intentions behind both statements were pure. I don't think D-Law was trying to call everybody tired in a disrespectful manner. I think he really was trying to just say, if I throw a canned response out there, maybe I can get out of this interview because I realize now sitting across from Stephen A. and Shannon, they just trying to find a soundbite. I think that you can almost see in his face, like, I see what this is about to be. Yeah. And then I think Micah, I ain't going to say media trained. Let's just say he's being trained trial by fire. You know, he learning as he go. You know, he ain't afraid to fail. I'm just out here. I'll meet with Stephen A. I'll talk to anybody. I think he's learning, unfortunately, them hard lessons, and they gonna hang on everything I say. They gonna psychoanalyze everything I say. Yes, bro. And I think that he's gonna learn that eventually if he's gonna stay in doing both. You know, and I think I've given up you should stop doing I think the podcast should just learn to live with it. It's part of Micah. So if it's gonna be a part of him, hopefully. If I was the Cowboys, I would lean into it. Well, let me get you some training and help you so you don't make these mistakes. Because certain things, you should just either know how to discuss them, you know what I'm saying, or stay away from them. And that's the part that he's missing. Because I think if we sitting over here thinking that Micah going to just go dark, nah, he not about to do the LeBron James. He's not going 0 dark 30 or whatever. He's going to talk, and we just need to get used to it.
But to be on the good side of it, it's not like he a Pac-Man Jones type, you know, like you gonna be found him in the club, you know, lifting up skirts, that's looking at under that stuff. Yeah. So it at least we can at least tolerate this just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not like he gonna be slapping women and doing all that type of stuff.
I gotta come.
I want to say one good thing because Boss about to be like, Boss about to hit me with the Boss about to hit me with the big game James in the night. He don't look like he about to say nothing funny. So I'm gonna say this. Yeah, that's how Boss feel right now. I'll say this about Mike and them. I don't want them to shut up in the essence of, I think the message is right if he meant it. We do need a culture change. Right. And we've tried the other way and it ain't working. So if this upheaval and just bad statements at the bad statements gets us some type of a different culture, I'm fine with it, because trying to do everything in-house in the past ain't really did nothing different. So maybe we gotta fail in front of everybody to get different results. I hate it because we gotta sit here and talk about it every week, but this is the first time I've seen this much fumbling through the media and with our team, and I don't remember ever seeing nothing like this, to be honest with you. not like this.
Yeah.
So, not like this. I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Yeah. So the
Go
two
ahead,
things
Bob.
that
My
I
fault,
see,
man. My
bro, that I think is super dangerous.
Yeah.
I see massive finger pointing. Massive. And it's not even just from Micah. I see finger pointing even from CeeDee Lamb. Right? I'm gonna talk about that in the future. But I'm seeing an environment being set up to where it's almost like gas is being poured into a room and it's just gonna take a match to set it off. Massive finger pointing, bro. And see, this is the thing. Micah Parsons is also, this is the thing that I'm saying too. The self-awareness is dangerous. It's dangerous. It's how are you not aware of Tank and his effort? And how are you not aware of you and the lack thereof that you did? And you really went out in the public and called out the guy with the effort. And you did it as a guy who effort was obviously in question, but he said, I dare y'all to go look at it. And I looked at it. And it's like, you sent us to co-sign this? No. It looks very selfish. And if I'm being honest, if you Tank, how do you not feel like this? Like, how do you not feel like, bro, what was that? You kicked me in my face in the public. And I'm the one that I'm the one that y'all can count on. Because Tank should not have counted himself. I'm going to show y'all something else that I heard. Listen, you got to listen close, though. Listen close.
We need to get ready. And that's part of that culture stuff where I was talking about where I want to dive into the players that we got to change. Like, you should never go into a game like I'm tired, like I'm ready to go.
Hold on, because you got to listen close.
We need to get ready. And
we got to what? Listen.
Regular season end and they get in a playoff, you supposed to get rejuvenated. Like, this is a whole new me, whole new you. Like, we need to get ready.
We need to what?
We need to get ready. And that's part of that culture stuff where I was talking about where I want to dive into the players that we got to change. Like,
the players that we got to change?
Oh yeah, I didn't pick that part up, but
and then it sounded like he almost said we need to get rid. Bro, listen, I'm serious, bro. Boys need to apologize to Jesse Holly, man. I'm serious about that.
Supposed to get rejuvenated. Like, this is a whole new me, whole new you. Like, we need to get ready.
We need to what?
And that's part of that culture stuff where I was talking about where I want to dive into the players that we got to change. Like, you should never go into a game like I'm tired, like I'm ready to go home, because that's exactly what's gonna happen, and it did happen.
All right, so let's go.
Hold on.
4 more weeks left. I don't know what y'all got, but I got 4 more weeks left.
Hold on. See, and look at all that. I don't know what y'all got, and that's talking about your teammates. I don't know what y'all got. See, you talking like you left it all out there, and you didn't. We looked at it. Stop talking to us like we don't watch this stuff. I'm going to give you another example, man. I'm going to give you another example, and I'm going to sit back. I got more to say because I'm not going to hog it. I'm going to share this.
Nah, you speak your mind, bro.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead.
I got to share this, bro, because I am seeing this pattern, and it's bothering me that it's coming from my leader, okay? It's bothering me because you got to be self-aware. If you don't change, or if you're not self-aware, you won't change. Okay. So Foots the King said this. Foot said, once again, I want Micah to realize these players around the league, not your friend. Hopefully he get it. Very politically correct. No malice, nothing extra. Kinda encouraging. right? Foots is a professional, right? You know what I mean? Like for real, like he know his voice matter. Yeah,
yeah.
He go
Just
say it
over
in a way to where I'm
$250,000.
challenging you, but I'm not calling you out.
Right. No trash. He ain't calling him trash.
Very clean. Very clean.
Yeah.
Micah responds, LOL, like he playing. He say, show me a game where I treated an opponent like friend. This the jungle, baby. But also tactic. I'm not going to war on social media. It's not good for no one. But see, it's not even about that. And you know what people start doing? They start tagging me. You know why? They knew I had the film of him being friendly. It's the lack of awareness. They start tagging me.
Dang.
Yeah, they start tagging me because they knew I never talked to Foots, but I said something similar to Foots. I said something. Let me show you. So you say, show me the film. That's what he said. Show me a game where I treated an opponent like a friend. This is what we do, y'all. Good. See, that's me, because I don't want friendly Micah. I don't want the Micah Parsons that helped up D. Smith. I don't want that one. You can keep that. No, bye. You can keep that. No, I want the one.
He just put a lion with a flower. I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh.
Yeah, but we got the film. And I'm seeing a pattern like, bro, you keep saying you doing stuff that you are doing. And then you stood out and stood over your teammate. Bro, I'm bothered by it. And like, yes, bro, I'm not playing, bro. Yeah, like Foot's not playing. Bro, this is friendly. That is. They just whooped your ass. They did. And I saw McCaffrey the week after tell somebody, no, I'm not exchanging my jersey with you. The week after. So when we say stuff like, bro, I hope you know these guys is not your friend. We not just talking. And we stop telling us, oh, y'all just seeing stuff. Go look at the film on me. It's like, bro, you are our leader, bro. You are the leader of the defense. You can't be somebody that's looked at as a talker.
Well, it's bigger than that to me. Do you think they look at him like a joke?
I think it could be growing, bro. That's what I'm afraid of.
I'm not trying to be funny. Look, man, we trying to speak candidly. We all trying to, get
solve this problem.
Yeah. I got a deal that I'm gonna put on there. But go ahead, Rome.
I just wanted y'all opinion. This ain't me trying to be funny, or y'all know. Sometimes you got to preface stuff because people try to run with it. So this isn't disrespect or nothing like that, but it's just real. Do you think that the talking after a while, people just don't take you as serious? Because the thing that stood out to me this entire season was the Debo thing. When he said, you know what I'm saying, when they had that little back and forth after we already got beat. And I think Debo said something to the effect of, y'all aren't trying to see us again. We just
laugh now, cry later, something like that. That's what Parsons said to him.
It was just like, and he was like, ain't nothing to laugh about. Like, y'all ain't trying to see us. Like, it was almost like, we don't take you seriously. And it's like, what is it going to take for you to just be like, you know what? I'm done with all this friendliness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that, boss, because that's something that has rubbed me the wrong way. But it's kind of sad. Sometimes you just kind of be like, I don't know if we're going to be able to change it, because I haven't seen any other actions.
Right.
I guess otherwise. Until tonight, I haven't really even brought it back up. I just kind of moved on with it. I guess that's my fault. But it is true. It's one of those things where, and that's not the only instance. It's one of those things where if you're the leader and people start to take you as a joke, it 100% trickle downhill.
It does.
Yeah, respect is a two-way street. And here's the thing. True. Parsons came into the league and all he knows is 12-5, 12-5, 12-5. And we do have that owner that will give you love and adulations. I think that there's really been avoidance of a leader on this team. Like, who's he going to get his advice from? D-Law, Malik Hooker, right? J. Ron Curse. So Parsons came into this building already anointed, or already given the whole oil of, hey, success. So there's the thing. That's the number one problem. It's just like in anything else that you do. So I would chalk this up as of what Rome said earlier. The wisdom, he don't have it.
Yeah.
And the expectations is there.
Yeah.
Because all he knows is success. He's been here. Who's going to tell him no? Because from the
who would've
Dan
told him
Quinn
no?
position, Who?
I said, you know who would have told him? It would have
was
been Dak. But when we tell you why it won't work, because since Micah's coming to the league, the way the media has positioned it, the way our fan base has positioned it,
Yeah.
it's almost like they've always said, well, Dak need to worship at your altar. You're the most talented player on the team.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dak gets denigrated so much in the media. He gets denigrated so much, and Micah has gotten so much praise that I'm not going to him. He need to be coming to me. So it's one of those things where literally since he's been a rookie, it's been like this. I've literally heard the media say this is Micah team. It was like his first year. So if you hear that all day, and you might be hearing it behind the scenes from certain people, then the person that you probably would be getting your leadership skills from and certain things and the wisdom that we trying to allude to, you're not going to go to them because you already think he need to come to me. It's one of those things like where he goes on shows, not this year, but previously.
Yeah.
And they'll say, well, Micah, we know you great, but you're quarterback. And you know what I'm saying, all this extra stuff. So the person you would get the game from, you never even tapped that resource probably because you probably like, I mean, is Dak good is he as good as me? I know that sounds crazy, but if I get told I'm the best at everything and this other dude needs to play up to my standard, why would I ask him for advice ever?
Yeah. And here's another thing though. That's a good nugget there, Rome. But those who are faint of memory, they probably forgot about this. Earlier last season, I guess now you can say that since it's a new season, in training camp, Micah Parsons got into a scuff, and with a closed fist, he swung and hit a player that had a helmet on. Guess who came to him and got him checked?
Dak.
It was Dak Prescott. It was Dak.
I remember that.
Yeah. Dak came up to Parsons, but nobody else could have been able to come up to Parsons at that time. And Parsons had to listen to Dak. So it goes to that flow. And I'm seeing people in the chat saying that, Trayvon Diggs is a leader, but Diggs was stepping into that role because last season, the season before last, when he was giving up all of those yards, etc., people were talking bad about him. And here's what happened in Cowboys land. When you are a player that's good, they already put you in that veteran class. You see, Diggs' second year, they already was comparing him to the veteran DBs, and they was talking about, hey, he give up so many yards. And then his third season, he got things a little bit better. The same with Parsons. He's already thrusted into a veteran role, but without no veteran counsel, right? I wish Sean Lee was still here. And I'm not trying to let these things happen, whereas people saying LVE was leader. Stop it. Hush our mouth. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Don't ever.
I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but nah.
No disrespect to the Vander Esch family. Mama Vander Esch, we love you over here. Come on, man. But those are the true things of it, man. Woo! Hey, man, but there's no true leadership over here, though.
No.
From that aspect, and the quickest way the Cowboys can go do that, if on the defensive side, if they go and pick up a veteran leader from the outside, probably had to be
good point.
Bruh. Hey, listen, but they gotta listen. I think what is happening, we just described, everybody went through their trial by fire.
Yeah.
You got Diggs, Diggs had a whole year of doubt. And then he just had a whole year of rehab. So Diggs has gotten a lot of stuff to mature him. Dak been getting matured since he stepped on the field because they ain't like him when he took Tony's job. That's another story for another day.
Yeah, the story.
A lot of people didn't have their trial by fire. To be honest with you, the only person that ain't had a off season of doubt is Micah. I'm talking about leader wise, like our major players on this team. You need some. You can't, as I tell my daughters all the time. you ain't never gonna make no changes if you don't own your faults.
Right.
So you gotta own them.
You gotta own it.
Hey man, I did all right. I don't know what else nobody else is doing like that. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I played bad. Now the crazy thing is, you'll hear him say, like I said, because if you boss is doing, you gotta pay attention. You'll hear him say, "We all played bad, and we all need to do better for 4, and everybody need to take accountability." I literally heard him say that.
Yeah.
And he'll also say, "I'm at peace with how I played."
No.
So you can't say, I'm not gonna say which one is it. I think he knows which one it is. I just think depending on the interview, the answer might change.
That's what but it goes to what you told your daughters. They can't change if you don't admit.
You gotta own it.
You gotta own it. And he naming his own guys by name. If it was Blaine. Bro, I gotta see you, bruh. Man, you gotta have a talk, man.
Yeah, I bet you money. I bet you money that Tank didn't hit him though, because Tank. I'm sorry, I know Tank. Like I know Tank didn't at least shot him a text. He might not do it publicly.
But
Tank probably hit him that day.
You see what I'm saying, bro? You brought my name.
Might have let him rock.
This the other part. This the other part that's bad that people not gonna say. You did that, and that can affect Tank's money.
Bang.
Yeah, you could have changed the public perception of the guy that has the best effort. Man, like, so let me say this real quick because I want to move to solutions. Y'all know me. I'm not gonna stay on negative.
That weak clip got my mind working.
With the kicking it in the face.
Yeah.
We got to make changes. When I didn't really listen to it. Like when you kept replaying it, we got to make changes.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
It messed with me a little bit.
Dog.
But
this what I think.
Before you do that, boss. Before you do that, let's go by all of the players one by one.
What you mean?
Who's he talking to? Like who are the changes?
It goes to me the pattern of him just talking. It's a pattern of. It's like. Let me tell you what I really believe I see. I think he trying to be a leader.
Yeah.
But he needs training. He really does.
Leadership school.
No, I'm serious. Like, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. This is a book that I would recommend to anybody that's in leadership. Anybody. This is something that I had to study myself to become a better leader. John Maxwell. This is free game. I'm not charging nobody for this. Developing a Leader Within You is one of the best books you will ever read on how to be a quality leader. I'm going to admit, it was in a time I was a horrible leader and thought I was a good leader. I was making all kind of mistakes. Like Micah. Because I think what Micah think he's doing, he thinks he's holding Tank accountable. That's what I really believe he thinks he's doing. But it's you know what I mean? So I think he, like you say, he could be trying to mean well, but it's gonna go on deaf ears because of how you're doing it.
I think his intentions are pure. I don't think he got no problem with Tank. That's just my thought. People can say I'm just being,
and that's what I'm saying. He could be thinking I'm doing a good job, right? Like I'm being tough on my guy. But it's like, bro, you talking to the ops. You know what I mean? You talking to Stephen A. Like Stephen A is a trained killer. His whole job is to get you to publicly sound like you turning on your own guy. That's his job. He want to manufacture that, so he's going to walk you down that line of questions to get you to slip.
But you can't lead until you learn how to follow. That was my point from earlier. He's so young, he got to learn how to follow too. Great leaders know how to follow.
In that book, it's gonna talk about the power of the servant leadership. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all read that book, it's gonna talk about that. It's gonna talk about the importance of vision, the 5 levels of leadership. You know, Maxwell goes through all of those things. But most importantly, man, that book is a powerful book, man. And if I know Boss just like me, man, we finished business management, concentration econ. And when we set people down, when I had to do those PIP reviews and all of those things, I had to go through this right here, build, break, build. I couldn't just tell somebody, hey, man, you trash, man,
No.
you late. You know, I had to build
them up,
hey,
break them
build
down,
break them
build
down,
them up.
and then rebuild them up again.
Yep.
And he didn't go through that process. And
Nope.
those are things that you have to even do, sitting down, talking to someone that's trying to gather and get information. Here's how it goes. When the person is talking, you're in control. When you talking, they are in control. And you have to know those small nuances. And to that particular degree, Parsons is a long way from that. Now, I get it. He probably be a real smart, intelligent guy. When he was here, he was more focused. And his name is Amari Cooper. I think Amari Cooper focused that man in, and they played that chess, and he was able to get him going. And he was able to get him into boxing. He was able to get him into the other things that's off the field to keep his mindset. Amari Cooper was a very, very leadership intrinsic part with Michael Parsons, but now that he don't have that, he's flying and driving this thing by himself.
We got some leaders on this team. Like I said, you have to learn how to follow and pay attention to where the leaders are. Because I think that Stephon Gilmore is a wealth of information.
Yes.
I think Brandon Cooks carries himself like an excellent leader. You know, but I just think that if you're in a stance where everywhere you turn, people are like, hey, man, everybody on this team should be worshiping at your altar. And that's not me saying that in a disrespectful light. I'm saying that's what the world has done. I've been in charge of that. I say he's the best defensive player on the earth sometimes. So you hear those things from everywhere. It is hard sometimes to just turn around and be like, well, I'm gonna let this person that, you know, tier wise on this roster, they might be the 20th best player. Why would I listen to them? And sometimes you got to go through the fire and have off seasons like this one to, you know what, maybe I need to start listening. And I'm not saying he has it because I'm not in the locker room or nothing like that. I'm just saying the perception of how everything look like it's going, it just look like we're in turmoil. And like Boss said, to wrap this back up before we get to solutions, it's finger pointing.
It's finger pointing
everywhere.
Yep. So another solution, and I'm basically piggybacking off you, Ron,
What's up?
because I think you're right. The train is left on telling him to stop talking. That train is gone. So to me, it's about, Micah, you got to put people you trust around you to help you through these things. I think it's too much winging it. I think it's too much thinking on the fly. Your voice is too big to do that. No, I'm saying in terms of like Micah Irvin. That see he should have went to Micah Irvin before he sat down with Stephen A. You see what I'm saying? Say, okay, hey man, I'm getting ready to talk to Stephen A, man. So don't just go sit down like, oh no, bro, go get with your counsel, go get with guys, and what will Michael say? Oh, he go ask you about that tank. What you go say? And then he would have said, and then Mike would have said, don't say that, because they go run with that. I know you mean well, but don't say that. I'm in the media. I know how the game go. Don't say that. You know what I mean? Yeah. He should go get counsel around him. Like, so if you want to work on leaders, because he go keep using the mic, but you got to get people around you that can help guide you through these mazes and tug of wars and landmines. You know what I mean? And because, go ahead, Ron. What you saying?
No, I was going to go with your point. I was going to just say all press ain't good press.
Yeah.
The truth be told, Stephen A needed that interview more than Micah did. Facts. Let's just keep it real. Micah Parsons do not need Stephen A to boost his star. That star is heading towards the sun or wherever you want to say. It's shooting straight up no matter who. Micah could have sat down with me and that interview would have went like so. It ain't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would hope that, you know what I'm saying? Because look, I think Micah's gonna be fine. He 23?
Yeah.
24?
Yeah, he young.
he learning
maturity
a lot on the fly. And
Yeah.
I will give him this. I'm gonna give Micah some grace. You know what I'm saying? Because that's important. I tell my daughters that too. You gotta give people grace when they make mistakes. He ain't afraid to fail, and sometimes that could be a good thing. But he gotta learn. He gotta find a way to harness that. Not being afraid to fail can be a negative, but it can also be a positive. He ain't afraid to step in the forefront, and like you said, he's trying to lead.
I think he trying.
Trial by fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he learned. He learned. Yeah.
He lost it, and he learned.
Hey, when he go up in that locker room, though, hey, when he see Tank, it's gonna mess around and be trial by fire.
Hey, we gonna have to shoot the fair one real quick before camp. Let's just go ahead out here and shoot the fair one.
Yeah.
It's gonna mess around.
Claim.
He gonna mess around and run right into Tank. Tank gonna be like,
The
"What
fair
was you
one
saying?
time.
What was you
But
saying?"
you know what? But you know what? All of this stuff is finna be shut down anyway, because I think you got a territorian, you got a disciplinary, you got a guy that's a disciplinarian by the name of Mike Zim, and I know that a lot of people may think that the Jones family might gild him, you know, they might cut his balls off or what have you. But one thing I can say this is that old folks say this: not everybody's lying. So Woody said that Zim is a hell of a coach, hard coach, right? And they couldn't stand him until after his career was over with. And there's other guys that he absolutely coached. I think Paul and I think Jeff had some run-ins with him. Neither here nor there. Mike Zim is a coach's coach, so he coaches those boys. And all we've been talking about is these other linebackers in the league or what have you, like the Fred Warner of the world. You can't get out something from somebody that don't know something, right? So when we look at this linebacker room, we knew, or we should have known, that Darian Thompson and Scott McCurley wouldn't have been able to provide nutrients and ingredients to these linebackers because they don't know it. And that's right, wrong. Somebody who never been to your house can't show you where to go. You know what I'm saying? Someone who never been in your organization can't tell you about certain things, right? They never been in there. But when Fred Warner was on the 49ers, he learned everything from DeMeco Ryans. And to this day, he's saying, hey, I credit DeMeco Ryans. But what Cowboys fans tend to do is, look at that dude. We want to be like that dude, but you can't get it if you don't have it. And that was my whole battle cry from even with Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore can't teach this offense something that he'd never been to before.
Wait, I just saw this. Hold on, I just saw this from Fowler.
What is that?
Coach Fowler. Say, Coach, that's what I've been trying to say. He said he has to learn how to become a leader. On Tank case, MP would have to see me. That's what I'm saying, Coach. Coach, I'm trying to tell him, Coach. You know, man, you playing with my money, and I'm the one out of here with the hustle. I'm the one. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, you have to see me.
Ask Coach what Fowler. Hey. Ask Coach to let us know. Ask Coach, let us know privately how Fowler feel about that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Privately, you don't have to say it out in the open.
But law. If Zimmer really old school, you see it's a problem with your boys. Oh, you know how old school's handling? Hey, look.
Yeah.
Y'all meet me here. Ain't no cameras gonna be there. Y'all get to it real quick, and we gonna leave that behind us.
Yeah, that's old school. See, hold on. Hey, wait.
Yeah.
That might be too Omega. I don't think they ready for that, wrong. That might be too cute, man.
Soap in the sock type of thing.
That might be too cute for the public. I don't think they ready for the Q life.
Boss, you saw how I carried it when I got to the stadium. You saw people running up on me. You see how I handle my business?
Yeah, yes, I do know. Yeah, that's old school.
So let them play. I'm not saying that it got to be like.
I know what you mean. You basically saying.
Don't mean they got to work it out. Let's just put it on the table. Do you really got a problem with me? Like, because we ain't moving forward until we get past that. So let's not let it fester to August. I know they're gonna see each other before then.
That's what I'm saying.
My point is, Let's just handle business.
Because I see gasoline. With a lot of them dudes. I see the environment being set for a fire. Like, think about it. Like, really think about it. Like, what was Dak and CeeDee Lamb doing in the first quarter?
Arguing, going back and forth. Yeah.
It's an environment of finger pointing, man. It is.
I'll tell you something, though, boss and Law. I still think CeeDee Lamb got the quote of the offseason.
Yeah.
When he said, I got to grow up. After all that stuff, I know what he did was, he can't, his mom is going to be his mom. And I know everybody wanted him to come out and have some grandiose statement. But when he said, I got to grow up on the, you ain't hear that, Law?
Oh, yeah, I heard. Yeah. He said he got to grow up.
Now you got to put actions to words. But I like that statement because it ain't finger pointing. It's like, man, look, and he gave some examples, like, you know what I'm saying? The way I handled myself a lot was childish.
He gave me hope.
I gotta be. So I was like,
because he specifically owned it. He was specific.
And when you're a first team All Pro and people saying CeeDee Lamb might be top 2 in the league, to say it then, this ain't when you coming off a bad season. You coming off your best season, about to get your biggest bag, and one of your statements of the offseason is, I gotta grow up. Oh no, that resonated with me.
Yeah. Oh, it did. And that's what he should do. Because whenever you point the finger, if you go back to that illustration of pointing the finger, old folks say this, you point the finger, you got 3 pointing back at you. So you got to understand that you got to check yourself. And I do love the fact that CeeDee Lamb have the humility with dignity, being able to accept those things. And then also understanding that, hey, this is on me. I got to do better. And this offseason, I know he's going to put in even more in extra work. Here's what I do know, too. Parsons is going to put in even more in extra work because these guys are workout warriors and they put in that extra time for your mind. So hopefully now this needs to translate over to the field. And what they need to do is pick up others to help surround them so that they can get to that level. And hopefully this offseason, we'll see the change of culture because that's the number one thing that they said that they wanted to do in that interview with CeeDee Lamb and Parsons. But guess what? It's going to be like pulling teeth, though. You're going to have to make some sacrifices. And those are the things that I'm going to ultimately see whether Parsons is really ready to make it. Remember, and I'm going to take it biblically with you guys, you know, there was one rich young ruler who saw someone doing all of these miracles, doing all of this work, saw all of these following him. And he stopped what he was doing. He came down and said, hey, I want to do what you're doing. And he said, first, yeah, you can do that. But stop what you're doing, give up all of those things, and come follow me. And you're like, nah, man, I got these Ferraris, I got these chicks here. Nah, man, I can't do that. So in order for Parsons to do that, it's going to be like that similar. You're going to have to maybe stop doing some things because perception is reality. Perceived value is that too. So if you on the podcast talking and you giving more and more information, more and more knowledge to your ops, they're going to take that and use that against you. So he's going to have to, if he want to get to that next level, he's going to have to make the ultimate sacrifice. That's all I'm saying.
It's amazing you brought us some scripture because guess what?
What's that?
I had one ready too.
Ooh, wait. Come on, boy. We don't rehearse this. Come on with it.
We did not. And I had it sitting right here. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother Tank, let me take the speck out of your eye when all the time there's a plank of hustle and lack thereof in yours? You hypocrite. Now, the word hypocrite, if you break down, it actually means actor.
Come on with it.
You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye.
Woo-wee.
I had that ready, bro. I swear to God. I had that ready for the night. I already had the bullet. I already had the plank in your eye, bro. Plank in your eye, bro. Like you sat up there and you talked real. You talk like get rid of Tank, bro. That's the energy you brought. You brought the. We need to. I'm here to say. I don't know about you guys. You know, I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to the playoffs, it's bro. We saw you in the playoffs. We saw it. Yeah.
Hey, somebody gonna have a name, the Theologian Cowboys, baby. By the spirit, baby. The Theologians, baby.
The Theologian Cowboys. Go ahead, bro.
Might as well call us the Theologian Cowboys because we walk with only faith. We ain't seen what we wanted to see in a long time.
Right.
we walking in faith every day.
Not about sight.
We keep it real tonight. We walking in faith, hoping we get to something we ain't seen in a long time.
Swallow. Wait. Where the swallow at, bro?
Swallow.
Hey, man.
You're going through a time of swallowing.
The Theologians, baby.
The Theologians. Yeah,
touch and
man.
agree, baby.
Touch and agree. Put your hands up.
Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Come on with it, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all better watch out.
I know what that means, Law. You already know I know what that means.
Yes, indeed.
Man.
Let's go with it.
Seriously, to be serious, I agree with both of y'all, man. It's accountability.
Yeah.
That's all you trying to say. That's all we saying is I understand you're preaching accountability, but as you guys have been saying, have some ownership on what you have provided and what you haven't provided, and that's fine. Everybody got to take accountability. Ain't nobody for anybody in the chat to think we trying to take onus off of what Tank said.
No,
was wrong.
What Tank said was goofy.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? And what Micah said, you know what I'm saying, to give him grace, we can say that if we can say Tank misspoke, I can say Micah misspoke, but at the end of the day, we need to see more action. This is about action.
Right.
All the words is great.
Thank you.
Right.
We just want to see some action. So this offseason, as you say, you want to change the culture, you want to change the leadership. Well, you're not going to not become a leader. You a leader by default. You sat in there. We could try to say Micah not one of the leaders. Oh, he one of the leaders.
He one of the leaders.
It ain't even a question.
Right. It's no.
So,
my question is he a captain?
Here's what I'm thinking that Mike McCarthy do wrong though, and hear me out. He rotate captains every week, man. He be rotating them.
Hold on.
Like he need to stop that, man. So
I know he does that, but
you thought it was a joke, man?
No, I know it's serious, but I still got some concerns, bro.
He looked disapproving so much.
Nah, I'm concerned, bro. I'm concerned. I'm really am. I'm concerned, and I don't want to be soft. Because this might be the only chance somebody got to say it. You know what I mean? And I want people to look me in my eye and know I'm being honest with you. Yeah. And I want the best from you. I don't want nothing from you. I want the best for you. So I'm wondering why you don't have a C. I know it's this week-to-week stuff. I'm not buying it. It's something not right. And it's a lot of people that we win at Jesse, man. And Jesse, and this is what's kind of upsetting me a little bit. This is what I've been bothered by this. I know Jesse. You know what I mean? I know Jesse. And Jesse said very clear, this is my opinion. And he said he could be the most selfish. Like what did Coach say? You would have to come see me if I'm Bland, you gotta come. Why you bringing up my name, bro? I'm trying to get paid. Say like put yourself in their shoes. You sitting there minding your business in the off season, and you hear your teammate talking to the ops and bring up your name.
I'm calling him that day. I'm not waiting for him to hit me.
Right.
That's me though.
Yeah, Now, if I'm Bland, I ain't doing this.
Bland got to play his position, unfortunately.
But if I'm Tank,
but Tank ain't got to play his position. It's different. It's just different.
and we in the same room. So anyway,
if you want to keep it 100, if we said 2 players on that defense that need to get C's on their chest, we talking about both of them.
Yeah, both of them should have C's, and they shouldn't rotate it at all. They shouldn't rotate.
It would be D-Law. That's the crazy thing. The 2 captains got the smoke, and we go what 2 in the.
It's about both. Hold on, somebody says this is about getting paid or winning. It's about both.
Yeah.
Don't mess up my money. It's about both. Like, listen, y'all. Let's not get so sanctimonious to where let's not act like it's not about money too. It's about money too, bro. And don't make it hard for me to get mine when I'm doing my job, bro. Don't make it harder for me. You done put an extra negative light on me for nothing. But go ahead, Ron. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I said, look, I said this in my live stream. I didn't have to argue people down because people been trying to act like they was going to throw Tank away. I'm like, I don't know what y'all been seeing or what y'all thinking, but I'm really big into actions.
Yeah.
And you know, I might talk loud and boisterous and all that, but at the end of the day, you can't show me anything that matches what people been trying to put on Tank.
No.
There's been plenty of games where he didn't save the whole game.
Yes.
By playing D tackle.
Yes.
Like on the goal line. And literally makes the play that saves the game. Like I ain't trying to hear it. Like I've seen Tank step up, and I ain't seen Micah step up, but that ain't what we talking about. We talking about Tank because he's the public enemy #1 right now for some odd reason. And y'all confused. Trust and believe Tank is one of them players that if he was available, he wouldn't be a free agent for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
People I think Cowboys fans are spoiled and entitled, and sometimes one thing don't go your way and you ready to just throw stuff away. I don't know what's going on with our fan base. They want to throw away our quarterback, our Pro Bowl defensive end. Some people want to move on from Micah. They don't know. Like I done seen the craziest stuff all offseason.
Diggs, everybody I know, Diggs, Bland, Micah, Law, all of them. They get
Every
rid
good
of them.
player. Dak could have been gone. So I don't know who they want to run out there. Cooper Rush and like they just
no. They fight you with Cooper Rush. He's 5-1 as a starter, man.
Hey, I got one more thing I want to bring up too, Law.
Go ahead.
That I sense as a danger. And I brought your name up, Law, because me and you had a personal conversation with Dak Prescott's dad.
Okay.
And I was listening to the podcast with Micah and CeeDee Lamb. And both of them was saying, man, I want the invite to the boat. Right?
Yeah.
What was Dak dad saying about Dak?
That Dak don't go to any of the functions or any of the events that the Jones family offered him. Like he don't go to the trips and the retreats. He don't go to the Cayman Islands or whatever, And I think that Dak do look at it measured, like you say, with the measured thing.
Is he measured? He does it because he's a good leader. Because I'm getting to a point by saying that.
Why people don't respect him for that? He should be getting.
I don't think people know that. That was kind of like a nugget that was given to us.
Well, I've heard plenty of times people say that Dak is not buddy with the Joneses like Romo was.
I don't know why they don't respect it either. I don't know.
I respect it. It's like it take a lot of.
He putting the team first. Because the reason why he doing it, he not snubbing the Joneses. He basically saw the perception when he came into the locker room that it was a king and elite atmosphere with Romo and Witten, and then it was like the rest of you peons. So he was like, if I want to be amongst my guys. So he chooses to separate himself from power, which is amazing. But see, Micah and them is not picking up on that. That's my point. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say this as my last solution. They need to go to Big Brother house, man. For real. They need to go to Big Brother house. See, because Rome, you said it. he is truly educated in leadership. He's not doing the things that he's doing by accident. He's a trained leader. He has a master's degree in organizational leadership. It's no accident to why, like you said, he's so boring, but it's perfect for the organization. Rome, you was perfect. You was perfect on what you said. But I think the little brothers, I'm being honest, and I'm not saying that to insult them. I'm not saying that I'm just being honest on where they are in relation to that. The little brothers need to go to his house and not just throw footballs. They need to go pull out some books for real and talk about some leadership principles, some ways to actually conduct yourself in front of your men. Because Micah is a leader. I know a lot of people say, why do y'all call Micah a leader? Because he is. Because CeeDee Lamb is a leader too. But to me, you got to humble yourself and get under the guy who's trained.
Yeah. Let me throw the Spider-Man reference in, man. I love Spider-Man, man. You know, he said with great power comes great responsibility. You see, Spider-Man had all of this power and he was wrestling. And then there was a dude that was robbing someone that didn't pay him the money. And he had the ability to stop him. But he was like, nah, I'm going to let him go. And the same guy that he let go killed his uncle. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Ben. And that Spider-Man universe. But he could have stopped it way before it happened. But his Uncle Ben told him with great power comes great responsibility. So Parsons, he got to understand that even if he ultimately don't want to be that leader, that leader role is going to be on him because of his greatness, because he's generational. And Cowboy fans got to understand this part of it too. This dude was in his 3rd season last year. Now he's going into his 4th. As great as we can say one of the greatest players that we ever seen our eyes is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. It took that brother 7 seasons before he lifted up that trophy over there. You see what I'm saying? And he couldn't do it by himself. He couldn't do it without a Pippen. He couldn't do it without that coach. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a complete team, but it also takes that mindset that I got to put in extra. Jordan had to perfect this fadeaway. He had to perfect shooting on the perimeter. He had to perfect a lot of things, but it didn't happen by chance. But the younger folks would think that he's always been Jordan. He always won. No, he got his ass whooped. You know, they had to change the rules, man. Them Pistons beat the hell out of him, man. Come on, man. Hey, he scored 63 against the Celtics, but he still lost. You know what I'm saying? But people only talk about the points he scored. So what I'm trying to say here, ladies and gentlemen, is that I don't want Parsons to be a footnote and people talk about, look at this dynamic player that can give you 13 to 14 sacks and can also play linebacker. No, he's going to have to reel that in, harness that power. And the Cowboys also got to make sure that they got proper coaching around him too. But that's a whole nother situation.
You see this comment right here, wrong? I'm saying this grow a lot.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I know who they want to say.
I want to address this because I keep hearing it.
Let my man keep staring at the ocean in the little picture. Ain't nobody with that. Listen, let me piggyback off what Law said. Because I'm big in the comic book, so Law made me think of something. You know, I'll take it to the Batman arena. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And no Eagles, this ain't for you. I always got to throw a shot at them one time, just in case they listening. Y'all saw what was it? I forgot which Batman it was when Two-Face said you either died of the hero or live long enough to become the villain.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that quote?
Yeah, I remember that.
What's happening with the entire Cowboys? I ran with this whole villains thing this year over on my channel, just because I felt like the media and us were trying to paint us as the villains. They wanted to, fight with us all season. Y'all remember all of the, y'all the Cowboys. We're going to talk about y'all no matter what and all that extra stuff. And that was the one thing I was running with. But I think right now, with Micah specifically, he has been the hero since he's been in the league. He's been an All-Pro every year, Pro Bowl every year. Yeah. He ain't been able to do no wrong. Right. But this is the first offseason, like I said, where people are looking for chinks in the armor. They're trying to attack Micah for once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that when I say become the villain, it's more so now that you find a way, it's like being humble. And you wouldn't do the thing that Boss just suggested. Hey, man, you might need to go over to the big bro house. Or however you want to phrase it, because, people get emotional about, dang, my big brother, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I think he has been the hero since he's been here, just by default. You are generational. Right. You are Lawrence Taylor reincarnated.
Yes. Yeah.
You could do no wrong until you can. Right. And when you start to hear people say, well, Micah, you ain't really say that right. And you look, when you played the people from the fan, you hear the little shots they throwing at them. Well, you do fade at the end of every season.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh wow. Shame. Now is he faded in every season? Like, you starting to hear little things get thrown out there. And like I said, that and then you hear the people that still called your friends on other teams, now they throwing shots at you. You don't really want this smoke. Y'all ain't really that good. And that's when I say you gonna die the hero, or you gonna live long enough to become the villain, as in maybe all of this turmoil will finally allow our team to go insular, looking for answers, instead of external looking for answers. When I say insular, I'm saying you either in this Cowboys family or you not. So yeah, maybe I will start to, you know what? I'm going to go talk to Dak. Maybe I will talk to Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of getting mad at what Emmett said, maybe I'll call Emmett and say, hey, can you talk to me? Because we ain't doing it right. And I ain't saying that there's no golden speech that's going to come from other people. I'm saying that when you genuinely looking for answers from people that may have done it and that really genuinely want to help you and are out there looking to use you, like Stephen A. Smith, then you'll start to find the answers you're looking for. Instead of going outward, like I was just saying, you talking to Stephen A. Smith, you talking to this media outlet, you talking to this player from another team. And all they trying to do is use you for their benefit or use you as a butt of a joke. Let's start going insular to Dak, to the rest of your teammates, to your new coaches, to our old legends, etc. And maybe you'll find some of them answers that you might not even know that you need to seek.
I did want to talk about that comment though about trading Michael.
Please break it down. Look at him.
The reason why I want to bring it up is because sadly, if he don't play his politics right, that noise is going to grow. I'm totally against the idea, by the way.
Right.
Totally. So let me be clear on that. I'm totally against that. But I also know my fans and I know this team. I will say this. The way he's moving is similar to how if an officer stops you. An officer that's doing his job the right way is going to first read you your rights. And the first thing he can say, the first thing he's going to say if he's doing his job is anything you say can and will be used against you when it's time to get your bag. When it's time to even try to be the future of the Cowboys. This is not a light walk that he's on. This is a heavy walk. And you have to walk wise. You have to walk wise. It was wise today to say, I want to retire Cowboy. That's good PR. I think that's smart. But I think you also got to handle the minefield, because we all know our fans would turn on you. One year, what was we doing? What was we doing wrong?
Yeah.
Everybody, feed me. This Zeke team, this not Dak team.
I take it back. We was all swiping at one point too.
Wrong. Do you remember this? Wrong. Do you remember the days? Everybody needs to be like Jalen. See, he took a team-friendly deal, because he was smart.
Jalen jumped on that.
Is we gonna keep it all the way real?
Please.
We was all swiping.
Yes.
I remember doing that the way before I even thought about having a channel. I'm in the sports bar. Every time he
I
make a
remember
tackle,
people-
I'm swiping.
I remember people where everybody was howling. Everybody was howling. Oh, yeah. So people, look, this team will turn on you. Well, not the team, but the fan base will
we gonna turn on you.
Yeah. And
Shoot.
the team will too when it starts.
Yep. Anything you say can and will.
But this is what really hurt the team though, because before Roger Goodell put his toe in the water and got his hands all muddy with us, I think Zeke was heading down that path. And I hate to bring up old news, but Zeke was the dude that ran into the defense and told them, get y'all stuff together. You know, when we was down by some points or what have you, Zeke was that charismatic guy. He was the energy guy that was in the locker room. But when the NFL cut his nuts off, man, it
stifled him.
It stifled him, man, and it took something from him, man. And, you know, he didn't look the same anymore. He wasn't even clean cut Zeke anymore. But yeah, go ahead.
Nah, I'm 100% with you. You know, I just seen, unfortunately, the fan base is, and we all joke about it. We say right around contract time, here comes the, Dez don't play his parking tickets. Like, they'll find something. Just throw it out there real quick. And you'll be like, hold on, dog. Like, why is this coming out right now?
And the craziest thing about Dez, though, I'm going to say this, though. The craziest thing about Dez, it was after the 14 season, bro.
Yeah.
It was after the 2014 season. I hate to bring up old news again, boss, but you started it.
I know I started it.
I said, man, they didn't want to pay Dez. They didn't want to pay Dez. They started finding all old stuff. Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's I don't want to call it mind control, but it's seriously they know how to push the right buttons of the fan base to make people turn on you.
Yes.
But the bad thing about that is when they pay you, because they usually do, then they be like, hey man, forget about all that stuff we said. I can't forget about all this dirt you done threw in this dude's name. I don't like him that much no more.
Yeah, you don't like it, but yeah.
You done ruined it.
Man, dope, I gotta hit this.
Sakaris.
Oh my Lord, he done went there. Man.
I'm just saying, you throw dirt on people's name for 2 or 3 months, and they be like, psych, we like him.
Yeah, it is mind control. It is. It's mind control. Man, that boy roll. Boy, you said that.
It's real though. I done been on the other side of that. Like, yo, why y'all hating on your? Like right now, you would think they would be like, you know what? We're going to pump up Dak Prescott. He had an All-Pro season. He led the league in touchdowns, so that the rest of the fan base would be like, you know what? We do got one of the best quarterbacks. Pay that man. No, they're gonna find a way to tear him down enough, just enough.
Yeah,
and
just
hope
enough.
that he give him a deal that he not gonna give him.
Yep.
They still gonna sign the contract, and then they're gonna be like, well, y'all still like him, don't y'all?
No.
Yeah. The only group that they don't really play around with is the offensive linemen. They give them a little tussle, but they'll pay those.
You right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The offensive linemen.
I heard something earlier that made a lot of sense though.
What's that?
It's one offensive lineman walking around that listens to the Jones family, and I ain't gonna lie, I would be tight if I was him. If I know Tyron Smith that had them injury issues, but he gave them the wildest deal ever, like a decade ago.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And
the first Pat Mahomes deal. Yeah.
Yes.
They ain't used none of that money to do nothing. I would have been so mad. Like, I done gave y'all this deal, and where's this extra help y'all done went and got me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, if you're giving up deals, that's why I'll be wondering why people be like, they should give discounts. For what? When have we shown in the last, let's just say 10 to 15 years that if there's extra money, they gonna go do something with it?
Yeah.
Nah, they don't.
Confused.
The time we had the extra money, we had 90. Look, bro, we had
90 million. Yep, I remember.
And they franchise tagged.
They tagged that and flushed 31 million.
On some names, you know, so they got some dudes that was like well over, you know, what's the dude? Poe. They went and got Dontario Poe and a few other guys. You know,
Man, and Dak
See,
was
that's when
$600,000 a year.
That was right before.
Yeah.
That was right before
Yeah.
for lack of better wording, I knew how the
Yeah.
sausage was made. Pause.
Mhm.
That was right before I knew. Like when I used to be able to have the, they say ignorance is bliss.
Yes. Yeah.
I was like right in between. I mean, I'm tapped in, but I'm kind of casual. I'm not as tapped in. Now I'm a little too tapped in.
Yeah.
And to hear that is disheartening. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean we had $90 million?
We had 90. We did.
yes. Sometimes, man, I've seen some people like that though. Sometimes they get so much money they don't know what to do with it. They get some refund checks, man. They be like, I'll go buy some rims. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Ro, I want to
No
get
money roll over. Like we could have money right now. The Jones family ain't gonna do nothing but let it roll over.
this the first year they said they not gonna tag somebody, Law.
Hey, man,
They've been
oh,
listening
my
to you, Law. They've been listening.
It's 6 years in a row. Man.
6
Since I've
years.
been on
Hey,
this-
Man,
boss.
it has not been one good tag. Not one. Every tag has been bad. Every one of them.
Boss, it's circumstantial. I was thinking about this. It ain't because they turned over a new leaf. It just ain't nobody to be tagged. It ain't nobody worth. It ain't nobody worth tagging. That's it. It ain't
Man,
no
don't-
new leaf.
don't
It ain't
just-
nobody worth who worth tagging.
Hey, you already see my
Man.
hope is already hurting right now, bro. You gonna just give me some more like that, bro? That don't even
Well, you
feel
know,
good.
look, hey boss, I stir and make the Kool-Aid. It ain't that, but I do it when it's time. I'm not gonna lie to people about the front office.
Let me just hope that they learn. Can I just hope this year, bro? Just this year. Let me just hope.
Yeah.
Just
Because
give
Rome,
a
I
quick
want to
thought.
run this by
Who
you
they
too,
tag?
bro. I want
they
to
gonna
get
tag?
your thoughts on this Jimmy stuff.
Oh, can I? All right, y'all cool with that? We
Yeah, we pivoted now. We
Look,
pivoted.
we still cool. We still cool with Micah, y'all. Just make sure.
we cool with Micah, man. Don't tell Mama
Y'all cool
Parsons
with
and
Micah in
Brother
the chat?
Parsons, man. Come on, man.
Am
We
I
good.
cool
Yeah.
with Micah?
Don't say, oh, hell no. No, I hope you ain't trying to play that drop. Don't do that. Don't do Micah like that, bro. Don't put that. Oh, hell no. Don't play that. Don't play it.
I ain't gonna
Hey, we
do
gonna
it.
do the
I
com-
just
we gonna
like
keep the comic book thing.
just
We
the.
gonna keep the comic book thing. We gonna let boss say
I'm
to be
just.
continued.
I'm gonna move on.
To be continued.
Like
To
to
be
be.
To be continued. He'll come back.
You gotta move different, bro. You gotta move.
We going to, bro.
You got to
We-
move different, bro. You can't be thrown. See, because I'm also thinking about Jesse Holly too, bro. I am, bro, because he took some heat. I don't like that, bro.
Oh, you already know what about to happen.
I don't
though.
like that, bro. I don't like that he took
I'ma
all
tell
this
you what
heat
boss
and he looking right. I don't like it. I
First
think
of
it's
all-
messed up.
Everybody hit the like button and hit the sub button. I'm telling you what boss gonna do, y'all, because I know boss. Because I'm a fan first of all my brothers. And I would say about Thursday, boss gonna hit y'all with a show. It's gonna be called Slept on It.
Yo.
And he gonna break this down. He gonna break it down.
Right.
So, and it's fine. I'm a do like, cause when boss doing Slept on It, I be like tucking my daughters in. I got the AirPod in. I be tapped in. So when he do the Slept on It, y'all gotta be subscribed.
Yeah, let me sleep
So
on it.
he gonna
Let me
break it
sleep
down.
on it. We gonna sleep on. I'm gonna let me
I'ma
sleep
let him
on
do
it,
the
bro,
slept on it.
because I'm bothered. I really
man.
am.
And that's a dope theory, though. You know, it's a dope concept. I meant to say. Slept on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I appreciate
You
that,
feel
man.
differently
Because I
than
really
me.
do.
Trust me.
I be thinking about stuff and I come back. I do sleep on it. So I'll sleep on it. But what's your thoughts on this Jimmy, bro? I want to, because I know we said we was gonna talk about that.
I got murdered on Twitter. All kinds of. I made my little video. I was excited.
I got you,
The
Coach.
audio
Mo.
hadn't released yet. People it's subliminals flying everywhere and all kinds of stuff. Like I ain't smart enough to pick up on it. And I'm like, hey man, I'm just optimistic and happy that Jimmy Johnson is in good spirits with being talked like when I think a year ago, if you would have brought up the Cowboys, it would have been all kinds of cynical responses and maybe they should do better and stuff like that. I don't know why everybody think Jimmy Johnson not about to be in the war room. He's not patrolling the sideline. He's not giving Jerry players the draft. It's not that. I'm just happy that some things is about energy.
Yeah.
I'm big into energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to hear that Jimmy Johnson, when he said I'm in the fold, tongue in cheek and all that extra stuff, it's just good to hear Jimmy Johnson in good spirits, in a good vein, because he's a Cowboys legend.
Yes.
So when the Cowboys come up with him in interviews and stuff like that, it's not. He doesn't give a disdain or it's excitement with it now. So I'm excited about that. Do I think that they could ever get on the phone and he might give Jerry I like this, take care of Micah, or some type of regular conversation? Maybe, but I'm not saying he's not calling Jimmy Johnson to say, hey man, what should we do this offseason? That's not what that's what people was acting like I was trying to say. I'm just happy to hear they on good terms. And I don't know why that's not a big thing. 4 months ago, there was people on Twitter literally with countdowns. Hey man, day 47 of put Jimmy in the ring. Now Jimmy's in the Ring of Honor and he's in good terms with Jerry Jones. And now people on the other side of this complaining. Like, which one is it? Is you happy he back around the Cowboys or you not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, pick one. You can't just be, yo, man, put him in the ring. Put him in the ring. Bring him back around. All right, he back around. Well, how much is he back around? Like, come on, dog. Like, miss me with all the, I'm going to be cynical no matter what.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that
it's
get
okay to
old.
be like,
That
I'm
get
happy
old.
the Cowboy legend is back around.
Yeah, they get
That's
old.
it. It ain't that deep.
Yeah, they get old.
Happy back around. It ain't that deep.
No, it's not that deep.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to put out right there.
AI law.
AI law. In his own eye. You know what I'm saying?
AI law.
Because I had to put the other one in there because I had to put the new translation because he's on the advisory council, right? And you got to understand the way of the fool seems, yeah. So if people fail to realize that Jimmy Johnson, yes, he is entered into the Ring of Honor. But do you have that audio, boss, of him talking to the radio station?
No, you can send it.
I'm gonna send that audio so y'all can listen to it. This is a quick audio, and hold on, give me one
you gonna
second.
send it to my Gmail or Twitter?
I'm gonna send it to
You know
your
why?
Gmail.
Gotcha.
Why he's doing that, I'll say, you know why I listened to it? Because everybody bombarded me with it, talking about, see, he was just playing. All right, man, I'm sorry. You want me to delete my video?
Okay.
Like, what you want me to do?
Oh, I made the video too. Why they come at me like that, man? Come on, man. They supposed to come at me like that.
Like my optimism. I don't know, man.
Okay.
People just don't like happiness.
I will say this though, since we all kind of stalling for law to send it to me, I will say this. I was wrong. I was very wrong because I felt like Jerry was using it to get our optimism back. It's actually not the case. They had an authentic conversation, and I was wrong. I want to publicly say I was wrong about my assumption against Jerry. Jerry, according to what Jimmy said, was having an authentic conversation about what to do, and it was private. And Jimmy said, well, I guess I'm on advisory board now, right? Because he was basically happy to say, wow, me and Jerry are talking again. So it actually was positive, and I viewed it, being honest, as negative. I did. You know what I mean? Which shows that I had trust issues and have trust issues. Legit ones, but I also got to be able to say I was wrong, and I was. Very wrong. And it's good news, to your point, Ron. Very good news.
And let me throw this in. Yeah. Me and my uncle, we had a disagreement about 18 years ago. I didn't speak to the brother for 18 years. And as soon as that disagreement was all, just
worked
understood out, and we sat down and we worked it out, we talk every other day now. You know what I'm saying? So those things go a long way. So advice and being able to communicate, that goes a long way. And that's what Jimmy, I think, ultimately was saying, because there was somebody else, Bill Belichick, in the late 90s and the early 2000s. He would go down and get counsel from Jimmy Johnson. He would get advice from Jimmy Johnson. So even if it's from the smallest view of being, did you get that, boss? Did I send it over to you? I don't know if I hit send. Yeah. So even if it's at the smallest form, Jimmy can at least give advice and counsel to Jerry Jones, and I think that can go a long way, y'all.
I do got some critiques for Jimmy, just a small.
Simple.
I got a critique for Jimmy.
I'm just saying it could be as simple as just, like you said, a conversation pertaining to the Cowboys, whatever it entails, that conversation just wouldn't have been had a year ago.
Right.
I don't know why that doesn't make
That's
people
good.
be excited. Like, wow,
That's fact.
like,
yeah.
Talking about the Cowboys.
Yes. They had a discussion
Like,
on the future. Those two, right.
It could be a 5-minute conversation. A year ago, the radio host would have asked him about the Cowboys, and Jimmy would have been like, "Yeah, man, I don't know. Ask Jerry." And they'd just moved on.
Yeah, they're idiots.
You ready for me to play it, Law?
Yeah. Boy, fast.
Well, since the Ring of Honor, Jerry and I, man, I'm on his advisory board now.
So he was obviously joking.
On the phone, I talked to him about an hour after his Green Bay loss, and he's talking about what all he needed to do because he's had big decisions on Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn and Dak Prescott. But everything's hunky dory now. So I'm back in the fold with the Cowboys.
Well, I thought,
and that was the biggest point. That the last point of it, and there's truth in every joke, y'all. So when he said he's back into the fold,
he said
that's
talking
the same way. Yeah.
Well,
so that's the same way me and my uncle are now. We back into the fold.
He saying they talking. That's good news.
I see people make a point to say, they said, well, he didn't say he talked to him for about an hour. He said he talked to him about an hour after the game. And I'm like, that don't mean you knew the time frame. You could have talked to him 2 days after the game. They talked like tripping, man.
People, man, listen. People still bad over Green Bay. Listen.
Yeah, that Green Bay
done messed our minds up. It really has.
They said the Niners broke the Eagles. Green Bay broke the Cowboys, man. We've been tripping.
Yeah, we've been tripping since, bro. We don't believe nothing. I do want to I got a small critique for Jimmy, though. Small critique.
Oh, what's that?
You talk too much.
True that. He is going to talk.
You talk too much.
Swag, Jimmy swag.
Let me explain, bro. You raised 3 names that raised 3 flags. Y'all talk for an hour about who?
Mike McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Quinn.
Uh-huh.
Did he say Dak Prescott too?
Yes, he did.
Boy, I'm good with my recall. Who else he talked about?
Those were the 3. And this is and I'm being honest, y'all. I'm trying to be fair and balanced. I gave Jerry. I went at Jerry yesterday and was wrong, so I openly admitted that. Again. But I'm gonna say this, Jimmy. Don't push Jerry's pride, please. I mean that. He talked to you in confidence for an hour. Keep it in confidence and just work in silence. Yeah. Because it was the pride that destroyed y'all beautiful relationship. The pride of who go get credit. Don't stir that back up again by letting everybody know you influencing things. Because then what does Jerry go feel pressure to do? To put you back in the closet.
Cut him off.
To cut him off. Because now you putting it out there that, hey, I'm happy again. Yeah, and I'm happy for it, but to be honest, I would rather not know it.
Bruh.
Just to be honest. Because I don't want the beautiful genius of them two, beautiful compromise to where y'all then divorce each other because of old insecurities. That let me
throw this in. Let me throw this in, though. You know how you used to play the process of elimination?
Mm-hmm.
So that long conversation, he said, hell, if you're going to keep Dak, you might as well keep Mike McCarthy. That could have been the brilliancy of Jimmy.
Yeah.
You see Dan Quinn gone, and he said probably don't make it too obvious. Make him leave under his own power. Don't fire him.
Yeah.
You know, Jimmy a psychiatrist too,
he
I believe,
is.
right?
Yes.
Got the same degree Dak got.
That's the show we need.
Yeah.
This the slept on
yeah.
show we need if you want.
That's the slept on. Yeah. And kudos and credence to you too, boss, for being able to say, hey man, you know what? You know, I was wrong. You know, not a lot of people say they wrong about stuff, man.
Oh yeah, I was wrong. I got it wrong. I was
Yeah.
left field yesterday. Yeah.
Well, go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, Ron.
Law, say that again, please.
Yeah. Kudos and credence, man.
No, I'm just
on
not a
admitting
lot of
that you
people
were wrong.
know how to
Not a lot
admit
of
that they wrong
Yeah.
in Cowboys content creator nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that out there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're wrong.
Sometimes
It's
you're
okay.
wrong. Yeah.
okay.
Just like Tate. Just like Tate.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Cause Stephen A.
But,
dropped the ball with his Stephen A. How many times did Steve? Go ahead, Rome. I know you got some more. I can tell.
You was cooking. I wanted to say,
Yeah.
this is why I like your ears, man. Because like sometimes you take some of the surface level.
Mm-hmm.
That clip, you heard it way differently than I did, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
The Jimmy Johnson clip.
Yeah.
You know, and then Law started to just dig into it deep. Like, I'm going back and listen to it when we get off this again. It is deeper than what you. If you listen to it again, it's tongue in cheek in the beginning, but he started giving the nuggets after the jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
And I
gave
ain't
too
even hear it
much.
like
To
that.
be honest, he gave too much.
There's truth in
And
every
look.
joke. If you think I'm lying, ask Shay Sharp why he hurt all the time and mad at these comedians. Oops, wrong show.
Oh.
Boy, it's dropping nuggets tonight. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Right. Shay Sharp, there's truth in there, man. Come on with it.
You don't think they hating on Shay, man? I ain't
Come on,
looked
man.
into
Look,
it. I ain't looked into it. I don't know nothing about this gossip. You go school me.
Well. Let me just say this.
Yeah.
They talked about Prince. Did you ever hear Prince clap back? They call Prince everything under the bus, and Prince is a sassy guy. Was very zesty. May he rest in peace. You know what I'm saying?
Zesty.
So zesty and sassy. Prince was, but they talked about him. Prince didn't get hurt. He didn't call out everybody. You know what I'm saying? Prince making all type of money. But now that Shay Sharp does it, you know, and now that people are talking and shooting their aim at Shay Sharp, he get mad about it.
Are they calling Shay zesty or something?
Man, I ain't trying to get counsel, but you know they call him sweet. They call him calling him sassy. You know what I'm saying?
They mad at, I'll say this. Shannon Sharp shooting up faster than anybody anticipated.
That's what I said. I think
and
they
a lot
hate.
of people ain't used to that.
Yep.
Like you got look.
I think they hate.
Across from a co-host. He said across from a co-host that don't like all this. Trust me. Stephen A. Smith little podcast ain't hitting like Shay's. So I know he don't like it.
Ooh, yeah, I think
like it.
I think it's some envy going on. That, but
Yeah.
hey, I ain't looked into the gossip. I haven't. So this my
The rumor mill. Yeah,
this
yeah,
This my first time touching it. Hey, what's up on the super chat, y'all? Let's get to it. We got some good ones over here. We got some good ones.
Go ahead.
All right, so Coach Marv, he came out, top turnbuckle. He said, Cowboy fans, don't let the great talent make us blind to the small character flaws that we're starting to see that are not championship-like. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I spoke my mind on that, Coach, for real, because I really do feel like it was a character flaw.
Yeah.
And I also feel like he's young. I'm not the guy that's going to say, get rid of him. No. Because, I don't like LeBron character, but I'll take him on the Mavericks. At 80.
At 80.
So, anyway, the problem is Micah being the big dog on campus since he got here. No one willing to set up the pup straight. Yeah. I don't think people being honest with Micah. I don't think it's enough people speaking bluntly.
Yeah.
I really do. I think when you're an athlete of his caliber, it's hard for even family to do it.
Yeah.
Because how do you not see him as a lottery ticket, right? And at some point, you know what I mean? For real, right? And it can make you soft. It can make you not say what he needs to hear. Yeah. And then we looking, in my opinion, at the long-term results of people not you know what else I think it is too? I think he's so competitive that he too competitive. Sometimes you too competitive to where people can't tell you nothing because you too competitive. You don't know how to, that what makes him great. OC always says this: what will make you great could also be your greatest weakness. He's super competitive, so he's so competitive nobody can tell him nothing.
He got blind spots.
Blind spots, yeah. Yeah.
And it's not going to go away either on Parsons.
No, it's goes. Yeah, I want him to mature out of it, and then also morph into the player he needs to be, and it's gonna come with us challenging him.
That's
I got
why
about
I'm
5 more.
not actually that mad about all this negativity, because maybe it'll help open some eyes. That's why I'm not too mad about it.
Me neither. Cause see, and that's why I like that we talking about it, because I know we talking about it on a level that others are not. I know we taking it places, and I know we doing it in love. We not doing it to try to get attention. Some people was happy at this because it's like, ooh, they get to stir it up. Our goal is not to stir it up. We want to calm it down. Anyway, I got about 3 more super chats. Mr. Burns said, the Cowboys need to leave the talking up to new media and concentrate on winning 6. I don't have no problem with Micah having a podcast. I just got a problem with what he said. I just think that's where we are now.
I'm still trying to get used to the podcast during the season. I don't mind him talking, like when they do those reports around Cowboys, when they invited inside the house with the Cowboys. But independently, man, by himself, to me, people gonna take a shot at that, know. And I think that also what Parsons may need, and just my observation, he probably need him a co-host, what I'm saying? Someone that can bounce the opinions and thoughts off, and
or be the bad cop. Good idea. Ooh.
I think
that's it.
Some of y'all,
that's it. He need a bad cop. He needs somebody that can say the stuff. Go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say what you said. He just need a show producer, but you know what I'm saying? He just need a producer. I was just gonna agree with Law.
Yeah, he needs somebody that can that says what he wants to say.
Right. He play off of that.
And he just play off of it. Instead of you being the one that's going out there with TJ and what you said about TJ, get that to your co-host. Let them do the dirty work.
And
you just say, oh, that's interesting. I never thought of it like that. That's all you do. Anyway.
A former athlete that can take the arrows.
Ooh,
take the arrow.
Perfect. See, these are solutions. See, this is what I'm talking about. Solutions. This is why I love the final word, bro.
Or a content curator. You know what I mean?
Hey, you roll, long, boss.
Rotate things.
Your brother. You know what I mean? You can get your brother. Your brother could be the bad cop.
Yeah. I could fall on the sword for a few things. You know what I'm saying? I could take the knife. You know what I'm saying? And say, yeah, man, yeah. But Parsons also, like, I get it, man. He was at the airport and he was saying he getting chased by a few fans or what have you. That's a sticky subject because you never know who's real and who's fake. And I heard there was somebody else being harassed. But with Parsons, he got to also understand too that it's not gonna stop from there. It's going to get even more because he's talking to people now, Yeah. You're not just playing, he talking, so.
That was a real good idea, Ron. We gonna push that idea. See, because I love good solutions. That's a damn good solution. He needs somebody to play off of. That's a good one.
He just needs an athlete that can absorb the arrows that don't. They want the attention because they're not playing them.
That's fire.
Throw him the alley. You know what I mean?
Yoga lane.
Throw them the alley.
It's 15 billion former Cowboys. I know it's somebody that's down.
Ooh, that is the idea of the year, bro. He should do it with his brother, though. For real.
Hey man, I
keep it in the family.
Idea of Law. Like that was Law was saying that he needed to have somebody else on there to ping. That wasn't just my idea. I just think. To y'all, when y'all was saying it, I was just thinking, well, who would be a perfect person across from him? Somebody that don't mind taking arrows. So it can't.
Tio. Somebody said Tio.
Somebody look.
Tio might be too much.
You know when Shannon's show took off? When he got Ocho across from him. Sometimes
Yeah,
It
yeah.
works.
Hey,
He needed
Shannon
his
by
ocean.
himself with the way to do it just consistently on that night. That Shay, yeah. Yeah, I feel you.
So if-
nightcap.
if-
The nightcap go hard though. Nightcap do go hard.
Nightcap do go hard.
Somebody said Dez.
Ooh.
I would watch that. I would watch that.
Yeah. that
Can you
joker gonna be
control
powerful.
Dez though, man? Can Dez run a play? I don't know if Dez can run a
Dez
play.
messing around and
Because you saw how Dez was with Romo
Yeah.
when he recounted his
That
stories.
would be a fire show though.
I would watch it. I would.
Man, Dez and Micah will have us about to fight the next opponent because they
Yeah.
both gonna get round.
Ooh, it would be lit. That would be lit.
Niners week with Dez and Micah on the show. That Niners week ain't gonna be nothing nice.
Bleacher Report. Run that bag, Bleacher. I got y'all number, man. Come on, Bleacher Report.
Ooh.
Justin, you hear me? Run that bag now. Run that bag now. We just
Law,
want
you just gotta be the
5%. Yeah.
Be the show producer for him.
Yeah,
Show 'em how to make
I'll
it
have
work.
all type of horns and everything. And I'll be having all of those things swallowed and everything.
Nah, it'd be dope. It would.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources, and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Hmm.
With it. Come on with it, man.
Come on with it. All right, my last super chat. He said that man said he didn't know San Fran was personal.
That's what he need. Yeah. He need a like people don't understand that these last 3 playoff games that we lost to, it hurt triple time. Green Bay Packers. They are nemesis of us, man. You know, the 49ers. I can't stand them. Don't y'all know how bad my brother ragged on me? You know what I'm saying? And y'all think I'm letting it up on him right now?
Oh, you giving it to him. You giving it to him.
I'm giving it to him.
He gonna have to hold that till next year.
That brother, he hurt, man. My brother hurt, man.
He hurt.
Can you imagine all the dog? Look, we got another group chat over here. That brother hurt, man. So y'all,
Is it good? Should I be happy that your brother hurt, bro?
Man, it's bittersweet, man. Be happy, man. Be happy with him, you know.
Swallow. He's swallow. Oh man.
You find it fast no more. Is he? As I heard it is.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Hey, somebody had the nerve and the audacity to come over here and say, hey, Cowboy fans, y'all don't have no room to talk. And because y'all haven't beat blah, 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 blah. Y'all got beat by the Green Bay. It's still bang, bang, down. I said, no. Because if you're a diehard Niner fan, you were still hurt. And I know you hurt. Where that doggone parade at? Y'all went all the way to the Super Bowl to lose. And y'all got
swallowed up.
Y'all got swallowed up. Did y'all go across the bridge? Did you wear your colors? You know?
Oh man! Oh, that made my day.
Woo!
Woo! Misery do love company. I ain't gonna even lie. Ooh, I loved it.
We ran the parade. We ran the parade last. Well. We ran the parade in 95, 96. The last parade they had was 94, by the way. So yeah, we all right.
Somebody say one said Ray Lewis. Ooh, Ray Lewis would be good
as a coach too, man. But I got 3 super chats over
I would
here.
like that.
Yeah.
Ray got stories. That's why I would want to listen to that. Ray got stories for days.
Yeah, Ray got stories. I got a super chat from Brandy. She says, dude, we don't like them Cowboys only. Maybe I got to go back and rewind.
I don't know.
She probably talking to somebody in the chat.
Yeah. Jimmy and Zimmer back bull in the ring. We can settle it real fast. It's Perry Lock. So I guess that was during the time frame when we was talking about, let's do some Oklahoma drills or something, to get this score settled.
Or that could be what you was talking about, Law. Remember you was saying that the closest thing to Jimmy is Zimmer.
It's Zimmer.
I
Yeah,
agree with
he
that, too.
got to be the closest thing, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And hold these boys accountable. And then we hearing that he's a coach's coach, meaning
Yeah.
that he want to get his voice heard. And this is the first time in a many a moons that we had a defensive run coordinator.
Yeah.
So hey man, I'm just happy that man with Zim that we going to be at least in the top 5 and stopping the run. That's how his team's been built since he's been in the league. So I love it, man. I don't know what we're going to do in the draft. I don't know what we're going to do in the acquisition and the free agency, but there's going to be some type of curvature of a guy that's on that front 5. Or front
I
4,
agree,
man.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
we too
we gonna see
negative.
guys
It's certain
do a
things we
good
can
job.
be positive about. We can be positive
Yeah.
about Will McClay personnel. Like,
Yeah.
do you know that everything?
last year
You had
draft.
another
We
super
gonna-
chat.
Yeah, I got one more here, man. And I ultimately, man, I really appreciate you guys. Right now, the people that follow and watch these type of content during the off season, you guys are the true diehard fans.
Facts.
Man, ain't no way in the world, man. You don't like the Cowboys and you sitting here listening for 2 hours or such. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I appreciate y'all, man, for y'all support. And Dirty Sanchez, man, I really appreciate you, man, for your support. And what I want to do for you, Dirty Sanchez, because you got like a streak going, and I noticed, man, I noticed the small things about what you and Brandy be doing in Prairie Lock. But Dirty Sanchez, what I want to do is I want to give something back to you, bro. So shoot me your info, whether it be Twitter DM or you go to lawnationsports.com and there's a comment section. Shoot me your info, bro, and I'm gonna send something your way. And he says for the $4.99 super chat, he says, and that's the only reason Skip Bayless is relevant. It's because he talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Appreciate you, Dirty Sanchez.
Did y'all shoot Rome some super chats?
Right, did, but I don't know. I don't got them joints up
Well, you ain't
on my
okay.
end.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Shame.
Oh,
Shame.
y'all better
I
say it
don't got it up on
wrong,
my end.
brother.
Shame.
Okay. That's
Also,
just free shame if they
look.
didn't do it.
Also,
appreciate
everybody,
y'all. I
make
will
sure
go
y'all hit
back.
them likes.
Yeah, I got plenty of supporters, man. I appreciate y'all, and they know usually when I'm running my show, I don't skip over nobody. But if I missed y'all, man, I'm sorry. I definitely appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying?
And make sure y'all hit the likes on everybody's channel. The likes are off. The likes is not doing what they supposed to be doing. But hey,
Damn.
they usually happen though when y'all get locked into the content though. So
Yeah.
that happens. I do the same thing. I'll be listening to Law for a whole hour and be like, damn, I forgot to hit the like. Swear to God. I'll be listening to Rome and Rome be concluding and I'll be like, ugh. So
It's all good, man.
gotta slap myself.
Coach Mob said I missed his super chat. He didn't show up. So let me go around the corner here, if you don't mind. If you can stall him for
No, I got you. No, I got you. I know
Appreciate
the
you.
perfect
I
way to
wanna make
solve
sure.
them too.
Yeah.
Damn. Dak Prescott.
Jerry and I, man, I'm on his advisory board now. We're talking on the phone.
No, I got another style. I got a good style. Y'all ready for this one? Don't let this make y'all go crazy though. Y'all ready for this style? I got a good one. All right, here we go.
Get off of social media, quit tweeting, quit talking about responding, and go about your business, man. That's how you change the culture. That's why Emmitt Smith came out and had something to say. That was directly to you, bro. So instead of responding to what Lauren said, respond to what Emmitt Smith said and maybe sit down with guys that know what winning is about in this league.
Yeah,
You
I
need
don't
more
see
time?
it,
You
Coach
need more
Mob.
time,
No. He might have sent it over to your page, bro. He sent it over to your page because I don't see it. I went to the back office.
Okay, he sent it to my page. Yeah, he said Cowboy fans don't let the great talent make us blind to the small character flaws that we'll start.
Now we saw that joint.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
got
yeah,
you in
yeah.
there, Coach. We got.
But
you
let
in
me
there.
counter to that, man. Coach Marv, those who profit from the blind will never inspire them to see. There we go. Write that down.
So, final words. Basically, no, I got it. I you got to go second, bro. You big time. You the big time, bro. You know how I go. You the big time. No, but if you want to go first, go for it.
Now I was gonna respond to that Bar Scott clip you just put up.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? Just because I talked about it on my show recently. I think Bart Scott, the problem with what he said, it ain't nothing wrong with the message. It was the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody want to hear it because it's from Bart Scott, but he wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
He wasn't wrong. The messenger messes up the message, so you're not trying to hear it.
Right.
But when he says you need to go listen to some people that done it, I think I said that already on this stream. It's true. It goes to what you were saying, boss. You need to go maybe talk to Big Bro. You need to we need to start tapping our trusted resources, people that we can trust for real, and go get some free game.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But when you hear Bart Scott say it, you know that a lot of his stuff is usually tongue in cheek. It's I'm just trying to downplay the Cowboys, but for 5 seconds he stepped out of his just plain hater body and he gave some game to a young player.
He did.
Get off social media and stop worrying about being given a rebuttal and focus on true leadership. It wasn't a bad message at all if you listen to it and don't think, oh, that's Bart Scott. I ain't trying to hear it.
Right.
So that's my final word is sometimes you might not want to hear the message from the messenger, but ain't nothing wrong with the message.
Man, that was good, man. Short and sweet too. I ain't used to that. You know, usually when it be the mother brothers in here, you know how we do. We gonna give you about. You sure that's all you got, bro? You sure? Hold on, bro.
It was just. I feel like that's clean and concise because it wraps up what we've been talking about tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff is. Tonight's show, I feel like, was about messaging, and people getting certain points across, and different messages getting crossed incorrectly, and people just misunderstanding what was trying to be displayed. Like Tank's message, he trying to fall on the sword, but everybody think he literally was saying that people was tired and stuff and misconstruing that.
Yeah.
Micah's message, I'm trying to be a leader, but I'm just throwing people under the bus, not probably knowing, oh, that probably sounds horrible on the back end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about message.
Yes.
And I think that, like I said, Bart Scott is one of those times where it's like, dang, what he was saying was really, he was dropping some knowledge, but I just don't like him. So you ain't trying to hear it, but it was real.
Man, you put it together with so much balance, bro. You concise, bro. You very good.
I try. That's all I would say.
I'm gonna take a little while. My final word. I see a danger of finger pointing in our current culture, and I want us to get it under control. It's not just what happened with Micah either. I'm gonna keep saying that. It's a finger pointing culture that's starting to unearth. Guys, y'all got to get that under control. Coaches, y'all got to see it and get it under control. Dak, you got to see it and get it under control because everybody respects you. I think self-awareness is something that Micah needs to do a better job of. Because, like I said earlier, what you say can and will be used against you by the Dallas Cowboy Nation. It will. I'm being all the way honest. And if we looking out, you cannot be opposite of what you saying. You cannot. You cannot. We will get your back if you just say, hey, bro, I let y'all down. Okay, wrong, he go step up for you. Law, boss, he go step up for you. But when you go out there and say, y'all go look at the film, we go look at the film. And when the film don't match what you saying, you go lose your allies because we can't get your back. We can't. Yeah. So I'm going to say this, and this is what hurt during this whole situation. This will hurt because I have a family member that's mentally slow, okay? One of the things that hurt is when I watch him as a family member not having the mental capacity to know when he's being used. Because he cannot own his mistakes. So when girls would use him for his money, in his mind, he wasn't doing nothing wrong. And it hurt as a family member because I couldn't do nothing about it. That's kind of how I feel with Micah. You know, it's like, you my family. Not literally, you know what I mean? But I'm watching you not own stuff that you should be owning. That's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. And just remember Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith and Zeke was once loved. You got to move wise amongst this nation, because this nation will love you today and hate you tomorrow, even when you can play. It's already people talking about trade him over him talking too much. Listen, y'all, it's a difference between talking too much and getting rid of Micah. Hey, wait.
Right.
Some things are going too far. The only way that should even be a thought is if his ways begin to take down the whole defense. I don't see that. No. I see it as something we can correct. Just say something about it now, put it out there now, and let the young man grow up, but you got to be honest with him. Micah, get you some multitude of counsel, my brother. Get you some counsel. The next time you talk to Stephen A., go talk to Micah Irvin first. Be prepared. Don't go winging it. Don't do it. Because you're not going to stop talking, and that's cool. We're going to let you do it. But get you some counsel. Also, Bart Scott made some sense. Go study leadership. Because I really do believe Rome was right. Rome, I think he was trying to lead. I think he was trying to hold Tank accountable. It was just bad. He thought he was doing good, but that's what happened when you untrained in leadership. He think he's saying the right things, but you actually low-key throwing your balls under the bus. You know what I mean? Yeah, you making it hard for them to get paid, and when they see you, it could be some issues because it's bad leadership. And my last thing is, you got to live it, bro. You got to get that plank out your own eye first before you start looking at other guys and going at them in the spirit in which you did. Because you went at Tank real hard, bro. I'm being all the way honest. You went at him like he was a sucker over his words. I think the best way he should have handled it is said something like this. No, I don't agree with what he said. I don't think that's a sufficient enough excuse for how we played. At the same time, I want you, Stephen A., to go find me some film on Tank where his effort was pulled. You can't find it, Stephen. So even though his words was bad, my brother effort is always good. And I'm going to say this. He shouldn't have even included himself in that. And he was really trying to fall on the sword. I wish Michael would have said that, because then that would have kept that locker room intact. And it would have protected his brother with facts. Not making up stuff. It would have been a fact on his brother. So get the plank out your own eye before you go at people that's actually doing the full job in terms of hustle. That's my final word.
Yes, indeed. Just want to give a shout out to Brandy. Thank you so much. Hit me up on your Instagram too, and I got something for you. But she says, my first super chat reference Micah trying to be cool with everybody. I don't like the other teams, just the Cowboys. And yes, just trying to be the cool guy, sometimes can get you in trouble, and trying to be the light in the wrong situation could be also troubling, right? Just be you, Parsons. And I know you is a very energetic guy and you are a very boisterous guy, but sometimes you got to look at the bigger picture. And I know it's hard to see the picture when you are in the frame. So the Cowboys' frame of thinking is, of course, we're going to be on these national televised TV shows, man. We're going to be talked about on so many circuits as it relates to the ESPN or the 3 to 4 letter networks. We get all of that. But don't give them more ammunition, right? Just when they ran out of bullets, you gave them more. And they're going to shoot these bullets all through the offseason. They're not going to talk about the actual bullets that flew out there in Kansas City land, right? They're not going to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs on their Super Bowl victory and their legacy with Pat Mahomes. They're only going to talk about that shortly. And the news clips tomorrow is going to be, hey, is Dak Prescott worth $60 million or $65 million, right? And that's going to be the storyline all this offseason, right? Yep. And how Zim is going to change the culture of this defense. And by adding Jimmy Johnson into this equation, will he be able to get us over the hump? So we're going to be the focal point this offseason. But let's not give the 3-letter to 4-letter networks more ammunition. Let's not give them more and more things to talk about. But at the end of the day, as a content creator, hey, man, this is all good for us. We are content creators, you know what I'm saying? And I can't wait for the draft time to come around, man. I really appreciate all of y'all. I thank each and every last one of y'all for your love and adulation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. DC for life. Let's get it.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Those grills rap it hard.
Let's go.
Great show, fellas.
Man, it was.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just wanna run it up. Count a check or something. I've been really in the field, let up. Yeah, I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Yeah. Count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives. Need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.